do this video real quick because this has been on my mind since I got off the plane. Okay, so greetings everyone. Thanks for your time and attention. Hopefully this video won't be too long. I really wanted to do a video on my experience when I went out to Las Vegas. You know, I had a great time. It was my first time ever going, and it was really cool. My first time ever going in a casino, like really going to like a real casino, and the tables and everything. It was really interesting. However, with the good sides always come the bad sides. And it's not that I have my eye open for it, but, you know, hanging out, you know, around the casinos that are in all of the hotels pretty much, you know, you meet a lot of interesting people. And I don't play. I don't gamble. I don't have the nerves for it. I did play $1 and I got up to 45 cents in profit, and I stopped while I was ahead because the house always wins. So I took my $1.45 and I proudly can say I was up 45 cents. So there were a lot of stories of people, however, that had that have opposite experiences. And this one person I came across, you know, it was Saturday morning, and you know, seemed like a perfectly cool guy, and we at the bar, you know, just chatting. I was having some coffee, just, you know, everything is just a bar, and I can't explain it. So I was sitting there having, you know, some coffee, you know, and, you know, he was there. He was, you know, obviously trying to figure out, like, where, you know, what he was going to do for the day. And I thought that was very weird. You know, he was, you know, from there and everything, but I still find it weird. So thought nothing of it. Come back later that evening, I see the guy again. And so, you know, I said, so what did you end up doing today? He said, well, you know, I made some money. And I was like, okay, it's interesting. But, you know, I said, so what do you do for a living? He says, you know, while I work in construction, which makes sense because there's a lot of construction that's going on. It's like they're constantly building new hotels and casinos and things. So, you know, I didn't think anything of that. And he just kept saying, well, you know, if I buy you something at the store, can I get cash back? And I was like, no, I don't need anything. I'm about to leave, you know, so no, I don't. He's trying to use his credit card to get cash, and I couldn't figure it out. I said, well, he acts like somebody else that he asked the bartender, you know, if I pay you extra in a tip, can I get cash back? It was what else couldn't figure out. Well, what is this hankering you have for cash? And I asked him that, and he said, well, my credit card won't let me get any more cash advances. And I thought, oh my God, that is serious. And so then I said, well, why don't you just use, you know, your checking account? Being the Pisces person that I am, you know, not being a troublemaker, but going there, you know, so why don't you just get money in your checking account? Of course, I don't have any money. And I said, well, I thought you said that you won big. And he said, yeah, I got up to $300. I said, that's awesome. Where is it? I kept gambling and I lost it back. And it just baffled me. And he said, you don't think, I know I kind of have a little small gambling addiction. Little small. Yeah, it looks like that. And so then, he spent the next 10 minutes on the phone with his credit card company trying to get a cash advance. And so it was, that whole experience was going on. I'm just, enjoying the live band while they're trying to play their music and everything. And so after 10 minutes, I'm tired, and I head back upstairs. I finished my cocktail, and my friend's leaving and the band's about to, so I go upstairs. And he says, well, you shouldn't leave. I don't want you to leave because I didn't get a chance to really talk to you because I was on the phone the whole time trying to get cash. And I said, well, I'm sorry. That's too bad. It was just a real interesting experience. So what does all of that mean? I say all of this to say that as I walked away, he looked really sad and dejected and like he was just at the end. And he explained how, his life was just in a shambles and he had a lot of bad things going on with his, his son and his, baby mama. So it was, I know how life is. But I don't think casinos and get rich quick schemes such as casinos help. I think that they do more harm than good. This is what it is. And I asked, what is it? It's the thrill. It's the sense of chasing like some kind of high. It's being super impulsive. It's an escape. That's why, there's so much heavy liquor that goes on with the kids. Not to judge, I have cocktail too. It's not that. It's just, you can tell when it's like a sense of just trying to escape. And those just play one game and see what happens and try your luck and, all of that with the heightened, like, I'm gonna say desperation of, being in that casino, hoping that this last $5 you have will turn into something. He kept saying, well, I see you have a $5. Give me that $5 and I'll make it 10. It's like, well, what if you lose my $5? It's like there's no foresight, not to judge, but I realize and understand now that there really is a such thing as gambling addiction. And it's serious because it's an addiction that's fueled by your own distorted perception and judgment. And I guess those are the kind of same things that go along with, I guess, alcoholism, because I saw a lot of that going together. It was just, there was some heavy energy in Las Vegas. And I saw firsthand that was one of them. And I wanted to certainly speak out and say something, see something, say something. So I'm going to be saying a lot more something, as time goes on, as I have experiences and I don't know any like the Gambling Anonymous lines or anything like that, off the top. Maybe, I'll link it or post it somewhere, but really it's about, if I live there, I'm leaving, so I'm just a tourist. But the opportunity to really talk to someone and connect to someone to understand their life experience, if only for a brief moment, was always meaningful. And I know it was certainly impactful for me. And it just makes me more aware of the challenges that come with distorted perceptions that make you have a short-sighted vision on your decisions, and the impulsive nature of those kind of quick decisions to seek prosperity and money. It can lead to really dark roads, because you're in debt. You never have money to get out of that debt. And then of course, any movie out there will tell you, even more so, the horror stories about loan sharks, and how horrible that is. And from what I saw, I believe it. I believe that kind of thing really does go on. So just be aware of, what you do for fun. I mean, I know it's fun for fun, but just the escape. Make sure you're not like in a state of being in an escaped place when you go into those kind of situations. Okay, so that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for your time and attention, and to listen to this small quick thought on such a serious situation that people face. All right, peace.